I think the first time that I played Luigi was back in college when we were just picking up the game, and I had a friend of mine he was so much better than me. I've mentioned him before, GSO, and he taught me about the game, everything about the game, and Luigi was one character that I could kind of like throw him off guard with. So a friend of mine, we would always do doubles, and we would just do double Luigi just to make him really mad because he like had a hard time handling it, even though he would just destroy us one-on-one. So it kind of started as just like a troll character, just to poke fun at my friend. So it wasn't until a local that I went to. I used to go to the No John series over in Nanuet, New York, and someone came from Arizona, a player named Forward, who's an amazing Falco that I really looked up to at the time. And I tried to use Falco against him, and I got absolutely destroyed. He 2-0'd me, and then I ended up playing in the loser's bracket. I don't remember who he lost to. And I just decided to go Congo jungle as Luigi. That was legal at the time. And so what I would do is I would down B into the barrels to like stay alive. So he would spike me, and then I would down B and like double jump back in. And that would be like how I'd survive. And I ended up like barely beating him. And that was the first time that I realized I could use him in the tournament and it would be viable. I think when I first started playing Luigi, I was always going for like the adrenaline play style. So just like moving as fast as possible, like anything that was faster was better. And I know a lot of, that's like kind of the stereotype for people who main Fox and Falco. Like they're always going for the fastest way to attack, the fastest way to put pressure. And Luigi has his own types of techniques that can do that. But as I've played more, I think I've started to get a little bit more patient and a lot less stubborn with going after things that I know doesn't work. I think that's the evolution that most players have when they play this game. You start out and you're really excited with how fun the movement is and how much you can style and how much you can overwhelm your opponent. But the more subtle parts of the game that involve being patient is definitely something I had developed over time, and I'm still developing. The fun thing about Melee is no matter how much you play it, there's always surprises. Like I just found out that Luigi's Misfire has a really big reverse hitbox, and I didn't realize that at all.
All right.
I think one moment that was really important to me, and this was going back to Zenith 2013, was the set I had versus Hacks. And most people know that set from the Misfire kill that I got, game 2, that kind of really turned the game around. But something else happened in that game that really woke me up to the level of improvement that I reached. And basically, Hacks and I just kept trading, grabbing the ledge in like a really fast way, where it was enough that the crowd noticed and they like reacted to it. And I remember like I'm like sweating, my heart's beating as I'm like trying to focus on the fast movement. That was probably the moment where I felt like, okay, I'm kind of approaching the skill of these players, and that was really important to me.